Let's
And
go. We're here.
let, let's go live. Full house tonight. Almost. We don't even fit in the screen. On
Mm-mm.
the screen. Yeah, let me quickly check this link. Hold on. Hold on. Share.
Sounds are good.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Sounds
are
good.
good.
Good, my friend. Okay. Well, another TROM-Cast. This time will be like a very short one. Some updates here and there, and whoever wants to join, you can go on tromsci.com/live and join us by Jitsi. And yeah, we'll have some updates here and there, and I have a short list of things that I want to talk about. But before I start to talk about, what about you talk about, Cody? About your new friends. You have some
Ooh.
meetings.
Okay.
Some
Yeah. All right.
uh,
Updates on the Canadian home front here.
yeah, you're infecting people.
I mean, if to me, Teo, it seems like the people are already infected. That's what I'm.
Mm.
That's what I'm discovering here, and I wouldn't have had the chance if I didn't start the discussion group. So
So what do you do?
yeah, I just threw out that ad, and one person reached out initially that we were meeting up, and
But what ad?
uh,
What do you,
yeah, so I just made an ad, and I was like, geez, I'm 30, I'm not left or right. I'm interested in technology and like these kind of things, and if this is something like you're interested in, maybe we can talk about stuff. And just there was just like I tried to set like just maybe a general umbrella of like things to discuss or share with one another, even if it's like personal stuff, whatever. I'm sure that would come up. But just like it was almost like let's have a conversation. Just anybody who's willing to have the conversation, let's do it.
where did you
Um,
put that? Where did you put
Kijiji,
this?
Kijiji. That
What is Gigi?
is Kijiji is like our local classifieds kind of thing. So if you're going to buy sell anything, it's mainly all there. But they also have like a community kind of like if there's groups or like things like this or whatever. So it's like it's not like a social like it's not like a Facebook or anything like that. It's very much like classifieds. Like I need help and I will give you this many dollars to do things. But as for like the
Almost like
group,
Craigslist.
what's that?
Almost like Craigslist.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Craigslist.
Yeah, it's like our Craigslist. It's eBay's little baby now, though. So it's a let's say PG-13 Craigslist. So yeah, me and this one guy ended up just talking back and forth. I evolved my um, ad to be a little more specific, a little more let's say descriptive because I didn't really know what we were kind of doing. We were just kind of getting together, maybe discussing AI technologies, just like
Mm-hmm.
things happening in the world kind of thing, but also like very much like projecting like what this trajectory looks like in the future. Um, Dealing with grass is a very high priority on this one person's list because
Grass.
the grass is unacceptable, Teal, because I, a human being, do not eat pine cones or grass, and yet we seem to be growing a fuck ton of it up here in Canada. So what we'd like to see instead is ripping up all the grass and planting food and things we can actually fucking eat. And this is a hard line. Like, if there's a mission in life, this person will accomplish. It will be to rid the world of grass. I will help him in his
Yeah.
quest.
They also talk to them about this Strom and whatever you do and stuff like that
Yes.
a bit.
So yep. So this first guy, me and him were meeting for about a month, and we kind of shot back. I pitched to him kind of just lightly, just this like trade free. Hey, I'll just throw that out there. But that he came back at me with he's already doing what he calls performing action and open to tribute, um,
Mhm.
which is where when he went into it further, he's not of the idea of like a complete trade free thing. Just as of now, in the current system, he can't endlessly give that way. He's trying to set up a way that basically he is like the arbiter of maybe like a hedge fund or something, but that he gets the choice to like, I will now perform my will with the monies. But that what he's trying to do is I would say adaptive good things for the human species. Eventually that ended up meeting two other people, but they're very much, at least the one of them is very much about trade free. I shared with him the short documentary we made in Spain there. And yeah, he was just the whole time just 100% behind it. Like, that guy's got it. That guy's got it. This is it. I've been waiting for somebody else to like vocalize this, and like it was phenomenal to just watch. It was more entertaining for me to watch him watch the thing. But yeah,
more such you meet with them regularly now, like
every week,
like
sometimes two times a week. So I'm going again 2 times this week. Like this is like, I didn't know what I was looking for, but this is definitely like, now that I've done it, it's like, yes, this is something I want to do and like, and yeah, we want to do stuff. But I mean, even across like, so we even met more new people last week. The mechanical engineer as well. So like, I mean, all the way from like, that guy I think is like 24, like fresh out of university kind of thing, up to like 78, man. Like there's this band of they're existing in that period of people. This trade free idea, or the idea that we need to really shift our views around exchange value. And yeah, what does a trade-free world look like? Like, it's hard to just say like, tomorrow, we have trade-free, and then it's like, okay, well, I go to the grocery store, what do I do, kind of thing. Like, it's confusion almost. Like
I have a lot to talk to them.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's blowing me away that this is already in the meta humans consciousness, at least for some of them, that trade-free, this zero marginal cost, zero profit kind of like that price cost cafe is another idea like somebody had picked up. And fun fact, the guy, one of the guys I met with in the past 2 weeks, I had mentioned, I'm like, so guys, like, do you know who like Jacques Fresco is? And this guy actually met him like in the last couple of years while he was alive. I'm like, no fucking way. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, these
that's
people,
good.
the roots are out there, man.
Yeah. Seek for them, and then they will come to you.
Apparently, yeah. No, I had no idea what to expect, but I'm just blown away by like the people showing up and like what already background information they have. So I mean, that's
interesting to make this kinds of like out of the bubble meetings, because as we create kind of a bubble, when
right.
we TROM-Cast and TROM this and Videonit and all that, it's kind of a bubble. But when you go to this like meeting new people, that is more interesting. Get to new minds out there.
New minds, and then it's like even like I said, like trade free by different names kind of thing is like what I'm discovering. Like people is like, we're on the same page, just we're using like a different thing to maybe describe what we're doing. But it's like, now we know each other. Now we can now we can do things with this power and knowledge.
Yeah, maybe they get interested, and maybe they read some of our materials and go to the stuff.
Oh, for sure. Yep. No, that's definitely now that I was trying not to like just be the preacher guy kind of thing, and just like when it comes up, present it, and they're just I'm floored, they're floored, everybody's floored. It's great.
Floored? What is floored?
Floored, like, oh wow, you get like blown away. Yeah, just wow.
Okay, I like a new word. Floored. I'm floored.
Fucking floored, man.
Looking forward to get floored.
Yeah, but it's just Thank you, Sasha, for giving me the strength and the courage, and then thank you, glorious Master Tio, for fucking putting that information together in an easy digestible package. As fucking Now you can see the ripple effects happening, my friend, because it's happening here in Canada now.
But don't get super duper floored. Get a bit more like
Get halfway floored. Ah,
more like a couched.
couch. Okay, I'll take couched. Hey, it's got halfway. I'm halfway to floored is couched. All right, we're building languages here.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. That's great to hear. And yeah, speaking about that, we released a new video series that is very short, so it can reach new people. It's called Snippets. Snippets is made by Aaron, so he takes snippets from our because we have so many materials, and then he takes some snippets and he makes this really short, a minute or less than that long videos with just text basically. And we had this idea of making like negative ones are like on black background with white text. That's just simple, and positive ones are on white background, and just to like
Ah,
differentiate them a bit. But I see that people quite react to them, and they're like, okay, that's cool because it's a short thing, and people are so bombarded today by all kinds of media, I don't know, nuggets of information that such things can be efficient. So kudos to like Aaron because he helped a lot for the past years with translations and so forth, and now he's helping with this. So yeah, he will try to make more and more of them. We have released 5 of them on TROMsand.com, and we will release like one by one on social networks. But anyways, it's like they are more geared for the social network kind of thing, to social networks to capture people's attention a little bit.
yep.
We
Yeah,
it's
people
not
can
like
get
this.
intimidated by like, 5 minutes. I don't know about that. This is like
But
autoplay. Just go.
yeah, but it's always that you have to like put them a bit in perspective because it's that is this kind of like a myth that people don't have the time, like, oh, it's too long. But actually they watch vlogs that are like 20 minutes
Right.
long or something. Like it depends on your motivation. I think they're motivated to watch such information when it's in a long format, but when it's a short format, it's almost like you trap them a little bit. You got them a little bit there. So that's good. That's good that we
Yeah.
do that. Yeah. Yeah, speaking of social networks, I had like a mental breakdown this past week or so, and I gave up on like managing any term social networks. I do that since 2011, and I got fucking sick of it. Like I got fucking sick of it because I create stuff. I'm not that used to just like promote stuff. It's weird when you create stuff and you also have to promote the same what you create. It's a bit. I mean, think about I'm doing this for like almost 9 years. It got to me, so I was like, "Fuck that shit! I'm not going to post that anymore on social networks." I just because I also post on Trom Live, like I post updates daily with whatever I do, and I post there all the time. And I got sick of these fucking Facebooks and tweets and Insta shit. They all have their own rules. You can't. We have this tool called Hootsuite. Like it allows you to post on multiple at once, but because they all have their own rules, like for example Twitter doesn't accept images more than 2 MB long, or videos more than, and Instagram with this and that. It's always like you still have to make a post that kind of fits all of them, or make separated posts for. So it got a bit stressful to me. Luckily this guy from Canada, I don't know, I've known him from somewhere. We do TROM-Cast together sometimes. He said he's going to help. So thank you, man, for helping with this, because it's yeah. You he took kind of charge with that kind of thing. So
All
yeah, I
good.
hope it's not going to be too much
Yes, it's my burden
task for
now.
you. It's your work now, yeah. But I'm telling you, it's extremely stressful. And for example, you write a book, you spend months writing and researching it and designing it, and then you have to fucking promote that because you spend so much time on it that you're like, fuck that shit. I'm not in the mood now to also promote it and make memes and then post them and then keep an eye on comments and so forth. So that's why it's a lot more difficult for me. I also
Hmm.
helped for several years with TVP social networks, so that was also a huge amount of work because I had more to manage. But finally, I felt like, ooh, I felt so great when I was like, I just took the decision. Fuck that shit. I just post on Tron live. So
Hell yeah, brother.
God is trying to mirror what he thinks is relevant from Tron live, and yeah. He's going to be the boss there on Trom social networks. If he posts too much stuff about like meditation and chakras, you can send an email to tromsite.com/contact, and like I will shoot him or something. I'll fire him.
Fire me to the floor.
I will floor him.
You'll floor me, but not in the good way. This is not the good flooring.
Yeah, and because we also post all of our videos on archive.org, and I love that shit because it's a just simple video hosting, no bullshit ads, no recommended shit, no like attention grabbing or anything. So we post that there, and then we mirror it on, of course, we host it there and we post on tromsite.com. So tromsite.com/videos, you will find all of our videos. That is great. We have that sorted out. Another thing that I wanted to talk about a bit is TROMjaro, or how people in Spain call it TROMjaro.
TROMjaro.
Yes, because people like in Spain, well, of course it's that thing, but J is like sometimes when I was talking to someone from Spain, they were laughing with instead of ha 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 like HAHA, it would be like
Ja
J.
ja 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 ja.
And I was like, what is it? Ja, 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 ja. But because they pronounce J as like Julio instead,
Juan.
Juan. Yeah, so TROMjaro maybe it's TROMjaro.
TROMjaro.
However you want to pronounce it is still, I think, a very interesting operating system. And we started to, so for the past weeks, I worked on a series of videos about TROMjaro. I wanted to make, that's how my mind works. So even with the original problems, I was like, oh, I will write a page explaining this trade thing. And then the page became a few pages long, and then a few weeks became months, and then became 1.5 year long, and over 1,000 pages long. Because, well, I mean, if you don't work for money, for like a trade in return, you just focus on the thing that you create, and you love it so much that you want to make it as good as possible. And that's what happened now with. I want to just make a simple video about TROMjaro, because we released, thanks to Dave, we released a new version of TROMjaro like a month or so ago. That it's Dave organized it very, very well, and he helps a ton with that. So I want to make a video to present TROMjaro, and I said, okay, what if I film some devices? Luckily, we were like 5 Trom people here in the city where I live. We all have different devices with TROMjaro. Like one has a laptop, one has another kind of laptop, one has like a tablet, one has a MacBook Pro. And I was like, that's interesting because TROMjaro runs on so many devices. And I wanted to make a video. I wanted to put a song. I found an interesting song, and to make this kind of cool, nice video about like, oh, look how people use TROMjaro on different devices. Then I have this another idea that I may do it. It's called It Fucking Works. So it will be like a series of like cool, like short snippets. I wanted this cool accent, either like a New York kind of accent or like a British accent, to be like showcasing like a MacBook, and like, what the fuck is this? Oh, look at this. It's fucking TROMjaro. It's fucking Linux. It fucking works. Something like that. I think it could be cool. It could attract people's attention.
I'm interested.
Because for example, I have this like half a laptop that my parents use as so the screen fucked up, so I just removed the screen entirely from the laptop. I only have half the laptop, connected it to a TV. I bought from Amazon a remote controller that used to Bluetooth controls the cursor on the screen, and I made like a smart TV for them with TROMjaro. And it would be cool like to show people like with an accent like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck happened to this laptop? Like this kind of like New York mafia accent, something like that. Yeah, and then at the end it'd be like, TROMjaro, it fucking works. Like in a British accent, maybe we can have this series of videos. So I will make that, because we have so many devices with TROMjaro. But yeah, that was one idea. And then I said, well, it's a bit difficult because these guys were leaving, like Aaron, Seb, and Sophie were leaving. So I didn't have much time for that. But I want to make more like Trom-like videos about TROMjaro. So luckily, Sasha has a camera, has a really great camera with really great lens that you can focus on up close, and you can make these really professional shots. I bought some equipment from Amazon, some camera sliders and so forth that then I return back, so I get my money back. I only needed them for like 2 weeks. Don't tell that to
It's
Bezos.
just the trade game. It's just the trade game.
Well, I mean, it's stupid if like you need something just for like 2 3 weeks to film something. Do you want me to like fucking buy them forever? Like, what the fuck is
Yes,
this? It's
yes.
nuts. Imagine how many people own cameras and gears and so forth and do nothing with them. Just leave them around.
I don't have an empty tripod sitting in front of me right now.
See, yeah. So I returned them. So I bought these things and I kind of experimented with filming for myself because I wanted to, and I will tell you more about this in a second. But I want to get used to filming stuff. So I think we did some really cool shots, like really interesting, kind of professional shots with this kind of like sliders and zoom-ins and really focused on TROMjaro and showcasing how TROMjaro can be used even like with a telescope or drawing or video editing or yeah. So we made this really cool shots, and then I was like, I wanted to like take parts of those shots and make this kind of like video with music, 2 minutes long. But then I realized they're like too cool, and I should make them individually. But then I was like, yeah, but they are quite empty if I just made them like that. So then I said, what if I combine like I made from documentary with some these cool talks with important, interesting people, and I find some talks with Jiddu Krishnamurti or Linus Torvalds or Richard Stallman or Stephen Fry, and all of the videos, there are 6 videos. All of them I think are filmed in a very cool way, showcasing TROMjaro also, and also on top of that is this cool speech by these people. So yeah, I think they are really well. I'm super happy with the result. Yeah, so we released one of them because on TROMjaro.com we also have a section called articles. So we released there one of them, and every Friday, like tomorrow, I release another one, and then every like for like the next 5 weeks, I release more and more. So you can go there because I explain the idea behind every video. I put photos, like we have behind the scenes photos, and anyone can translate that video. Also, we have it translated in like Romanian and German and French and Spanish, I think already. So it's super cool. I hope to attract the attention a bit of on the open source in the open source community with this kind of videos because I think they're super interesting and well made. I haven't seen when it comes to Linux videos made like this, and I searched a lot, you know. So I think Linux needs kind of this kind of. Did you like the videos, Khalid?
I like them. I'm ready for some more, and I wish I could have been a part of it. Oh God! But I will
Oh,
happily.
that's the thing here, because I'm starting a series with these videos.
Mm,
They're not just there are 6 videos, but I will continue to make them. So whenever I have the chance with whenever like you guys, for example, Dima will move here, which I'm very excited.
yeah.
Him and Mara will move here
Damn.
since from February, and I think I'll make a really cool video with Dima because he is using TROMjaro. He's like it's a professional music like bass player, and to make him with them like playing the guitar, the bass, and then using TROMjaro to record that and to edit uh, uh, music basically. I think we'll make a really cool video with that. Also if Mara wants when she sings, she records something. Yeah, I think so. It will be a series. That's the cool thing about it. It will
That
be a series. Yeah,
sounds excellent.
yeah. So whenever I get you guys around here, we'll make some really cool videos.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool because I've seen this video. It's it's a TED talk I've seen recently. This guy explaining how people change, and they make this. Is my connection still okay?
Yeah, yeah. Everything's good.
Okay. They made some experiments like what make people change, and basically the word he came up with that I think is a brilliant one, and I will use it from now on is called friction. the less friction it is for the people to using a product or something, is the better for them. Like, you cannot ask people to like, oh, if you want to use this, go download, install, and this. The simpler you make it, of course, I knew this before, but the simpler you make it, the easier for people to migrate to this. And they made all kinds of interesting experiments, like with pills and so forth, even when it's cheaper for people to like switch to a new pill, for example. If they have to fucking send a newsletter to confirm that they want to switch to a, let's say, a cheaper pill for the disease, they will not do that. Most people won't do that because like, fuck that shit. For 5 cents, I'm not going to the postal office and shit. So you have to change people by uh, creating less friction. And that's what I'm trying to do here with TROM. That's why we create TROM snippets. That's why we create TROM videos. That's why with TROMjaro, I want to make it easy as fuck. And I will explain now a little bit about TROMjaro, what I did. But that's the idea here. Friction. Keep that in mind. If it's friction between you and, because imagine that, Cody, like, how many people will like fucking download an operating system, install it, manage it? No, people want, just fucking want.
Right.
Just
works.
That
That's there's a company on this planet that just works and puts you in a nice little walled garden.
The poisonous apple.
It might just be the one. Don't speak of them too loudly.
Yeah, I've seen that because I've tested TROMjaro with people who use, for example, Mac, and I've seen them what they expect, for example, and they expect for things to fucking work, to like, oh, they just want to like fucking work. This fucking thing works. But they don't understand, of course, that when you buy an Apple product, it's like Apple creates the software and the hardware. So for them, of course, it's very likely that it fucking works for them. It's a lot more difficult for Linux to put Linux on the Mac device and just fucking works. But even like that, it kind of works. That's what I wanted from Java, and we tweaked it a bit. And because I tested it on touch devices and works on touch devices as well, I will make maybe another video about like showing how it works on different devices as well, like directly, not these long formats. But what I wanted to say is that because I wanted less friction, what I did with TROMjaro, for example, is if you manage to install it, because I don't know what to do about that, because you have to kind of fucking install it, unless I sell fucking laptops with TROMjaro, which I'm not going to. Enough. But we could do at one point something like, I've seen some people have these organizations that take old computers, about these kind of things, and then restore them, basically put a Linux on them and then give them for free.
Yep.
Yeah, so maybe we will do such thing in the future. But if you manage to install it, I want it for it to just work. For you to not have to install any fucking thing. You want to watch a video? Watch the fucking video. Any kind of format. Audio the same. You want to convert files? Fucking works. You want whatever, your camera, your everything to fucking work. The touchscreen, the pen, the this and that. And then what I also focus more stuff on, and that's kind of what I wanted to say, is Firefox. What are people using the computers for? Like, you tell me, Cody, what do you think, like, from what you've seen, except gaming, let's say, what are people doing on their computers? Maybe I don't know exactly.
Yeah, it's literally like social media, and then slash videos is like your almost every use case is that, and then there's like the little segment that's maybe productive, like music producing or AutoCAD kind of things, and gaming. But yeah, it's like 80% of your people is just what is out there. Like, they just need a device to access what they want.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not a device to access. Back in the days, it was like you had a computer. It was like a local thing. You had your local shader, your local music, your files, and then the outside world was almost like a pinhole to like the wall, and you could watch sometimes like, what the fuck is happening here, and you couldn't see it very well. Today, computers are like a house with glass windows everywhere. It's just there to not rain on you, but you have to look everywhere. Like, you don't look inside. So that's why I focus on for desktop, of course. For phones, there are apps. Okay, fuck phones. I don't fucking like phones, so fuck them. Let's move on. For desktop, it's like to access the internet, you need a browser. And luckily we have Mozilla. Firefox, and we tweaked Mozilla Firefox in a way that when people visit any website, they will see no ads. There will be probably almost no trackers, so there are no data trace there. On top of that, you will unlock scientific articles, which is very, very cool because you can unlock scientific articles. Most of them are behind paywalls. Now you can unlock them. You can also save pages with an Internet Archive or access pages that maybe are deleted from the web with Internet Archive. Okay, so you have all kinds of such goodies out of the box, and that's what I wanted. For example, is you can do these tweaks for yourself, Cody, but most people probably won't. That's what I'm saying. No friction.
Yeah, right.
Less friction. Yeah, I like that word. No friction. Less
Yeah, no,
friction.
it's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's what I've been working on these past
Wonderful.
days.
Wonderful.
And yeah, I said that I was trying to see how I can film stuff because I want to get more and more into video because people watch videos more, and I'm also I love making videos. Books, I absolutely like it. Videos, I fucking love it because it's I don't know, it gives me more I feel like people are more impacted by videos. Anyways,
Yeah,
I
you
can
can
express
engage
myself
more.
better. Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
So I want to I don't know I want to make for sure this documentary about trade. Uh, though it's going to be really kind of hard work to do it the way that I want to do because I have to go to Romania in 10 days or so for something. And then I get interrupted a bit. I'm also extremely low on money, like extremely low. I From next year I might get only around 300 or 400 euros a month, which is I can barely afford to pay the rent, which is crazy. So if anyone wants to help, fuck, I'll be. It would be fantastic to just go to tromshaw.com and to /donate and try to help because I'm getting so busy with so many ideas and so forth that I either hate or I don't realize that I have to I need money because I just want to do fucking things, I have so many plans. I want to make many videos. I want to start a series, my perspective, to be called my perspective, and to talk about to film here the empty apartments and so forth. I want to make them really good. Plus this documentary, but if you have no more money, then you're kind of screwed. So you have to think about ways to fucking sell a kidney or something, which I cannot because I have kidney stones.
Yeah. Jesus.
That's
Maybe it's a collector's item, so maybe the value increases then. I don't know.
that would be cool, to be able to sell kidney stones. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a lot happening with Tron behind the scenes, but unfortunately, it's also quite stressful. Like last night, I couldn't sleep much because I was too stressed about all of these things. I'm also working to remake video on it a bit and kickstart it again, basically, because I didn't update it in months. So the way that I think about projects are like trains. So it's a train. TROMsite.com is a train that is running. It's like I only have to put there a few things here, like a video, like this and that. TROMjaro.com, finally, it's a train that is just running, and it's very good. I just put an application here and there and articles. VideoNet is kind of like it's way behind, like 4 months, 5 months behind. And I want to bring VideoNet to the same line. That's how I see the projects. And when all of them are running, and I only have to put like a documentary here, an application there, this and that, that's perfect for me. So that's what I'm trying to do here.
Maintenance.
So maintenance, yeah. To keep them running. They always need maintenance, but now VideoNet was lagging behind. So I had to do something with it.
I'm ready for that.
Yeah. Cody also helps with some stuff with VideoNet. Yeah, all kinds of stuff happening. What else? Yeah, in general, it's like this project is quite active, but it's also I think I want to do too many things, and is getting more and more difficult for me. Like every such project, TROMjaro or TROM site or video, it's easily you could just focus on one of them and be like full time busy,
Yep.
you know. But I want to focus on most of them, and luckily, and I want to really thank people for that. Luckily, for one, I still get financial support. Second, there are people like Cody, there are people like Aaron, Seb, Sophie, Georgie, and Sasha, and Dave, and all of these guys who help here and there with whatever they can. So without them, now it's at the point that I wouldn't be able to do them as at least not like this work as fast as this or as well. So that's amazing. It's really
Oh yeah.
that's fantastic. That's such people
Yeah,
need.
yeah. You don't have to even you can assist the project in other ways that is decoupled from just straight up a money trade or something like that. If you have a skill set in something, then like like the video neat thing like we're trying to do with like some WebRTC stuff. It's like we're trying to figure out how to like do this kind of thing, or if it's possible.
Yeah.
Send Theo an email.
We may try to make, let's see how it goes, but we may try to make like a popcorn time for a video need, like an application that is going to be easier for people to
Yeah, click and
watch
play
these
would
things. And I know
be.
some people, Mhm.
That's what
Yeah.
people want. I mean, because that's YouTube. It's like there's my video, and now I click play, and there'll be no ads built in. Wow. So we surpass YouTube in that aspect.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a bunch of work. And maybe next week, I think is TROM-Cast is going to be on the 26th, 25 or 26th. You know, I don't give a fuck about such days. I don't give a fuck about months. But I was like, because now I see like people like putting lights on the streets and shit like that. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? You know, something like some people are like, I think it's Christmas or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I think it's Christmas or something on 25th or 26th.
Something.
And yeah, and I want to make a, I'll make a TROMcast called Trom Green's Christmas. Just to like, talk about, not to bash entirely, but to talk about how fucked up the holidays have become and how they could look like in a saner future, you know. So whoever is alone for Christmas or they don't give a fuck, like I do, you know, I'll be there. I'll be there. And I don't care. You know, one time I think I told this before, but one time I was like working on, back then was TV magazine. I was writing something. I was in Romania, I think. Then I was writing, and then I hear this like fucking loud noise, like boom, boom, bam, bam. And I was like, what the fuck? I got scared. You know, what the fuck is happening? I went, I went to the window and it were like fireworks. And then it clicked in my mind. I was like, oh, it's fucking a new year or some shit.
Oh wow! Yeah, shoot.
It was the fucking new year.
Whoops.
What the fuck? But I felt good about myself. I was like, oh, I like myself because if I didn't know about this shit, I like myself. Like I detach myself from that. It's not like I don't have a good time. You know, I have a good time. But we'll talk about this next podcast. Cody may not participate. Maybe he's busy with practicing.
It's gonna be tricky,
Christmas.
but we'll see how Christmas at Grandma's house goes with the TROM-Cast.
Invite your grandma.
Yeah, maybe she's down.
Tell her it's a special Christmas.
Here's a special Christmas gift. Yeah, right. What kind of podcast for Christmas?
Yeah, and we give gifts at the end. Yeah. Kind of that was what I wanted to say. If you want to say anything, like everything fine with you, I see everything is.
Yeah, I mean,
is good.
Yeah, everything's actually aces going right now. The group's picking up. I mean, it kind of slows down because people still have the Christmas baggage going on and stuff. So I mean, like, it's gonna get a little finicky over the next 2 weeks. But New Year, there's already like plans to like start like. Our thing is we're making basically a wish list, but not for Christmas, but just a list of demands that we'd like from one another. Like for that saner world? How can I gotta codify how I would like to see that and what other people could do to perhaps move in the same direction, kind of thing. Now we're gonna see what everybody kind of comes up with, and then we'll have the master wish list. We'll try to fulfill such things, and we don't need an arbitrary day to do it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah, yeah. Keep us updated with this. I will ask more in TROM-Cast about that. Maybe
Yeah.
they will also participate.
I think some would be interested to participate and share some ideas, and definitely like you said, since we kind of have like, you know, I don't want to say we're all from like the same background information, but that we know where it's all going. It's like going towards this trade free thing. If somebody else is coming at it from like another angle, it's like, oh, okay, so what's this? Where's this guy coming from and stuff. So yeah, it's good to have the people outside merge the bubbles together. Let's make one big bubble.
Let's expand the bubble.
Expand the bubble.
Okay, then I think we can wrap this thing.
Yeah, I think we're
and
good.
next week will be like a big Trump Christmas party with at least me ruining Christmas. I'll be naked and drunk, so just tune in.
Just tune in. Yeah, YouTube will definitely allow that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I will try to join you, however, though. You will not have to do it I'll do it in solidarity with you.
Yeah, at least Sasha, I think she will join for sure.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Christmas TROM-Cast. It's coming.
Yeah, Christmas naked TROM-Cast.
I think now we scare the people away.
No, I think they will tune in. We'll see. We will stream some Mystic Pickles, and you'll see what that means.
That's right. Okay. Let's take away expectation. All right.
Okay. Let's.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Have fun, everyone.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah. Merry holidays.
that's it.
That's it.
Offline.
See you guys.